Hello there, Aquarius. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your career and money tarot reading for July 2023. We'll take a look first at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or advice that Spirit has for you. I'm also incorporating the life purpose cards with this reading. So stepping into more of an alignment with your life purpose, what your purpose is as you are on earth. Just stepping into that energy will help you to bring more fulfillment and joy and prosperity in your career and money sector. So it's not necessarily about changing your career or job. It's really about just showing up more in your life purpose with the work that you do. Will help bring in that sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. All right, so let's take a look at what you have on the horizon. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Interesting. And in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Yes. You know, there is the sense of really taking a deep dive about what it is that you want to kind of, let me rephrase, how you want to show up in your work, in your career, and in your job. You know, the connections that you make with your clients, your customers, your coworkers, your employees, your boss, whoever you deal with on a daily basis. It's kind of like stepping into the energy of understanding that, because this is a very emotions, you know, when we say deep dive, that's into the water, and water represents our emotions, the feelings that you are wanting to experience through your work, the connections that you are trying to make with your work, sharing your love, your light, your skills, your talents, your creative abilities with others, and the satisfaction, the sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that it brings to you. Yes, and you know, with this energy, it is also that energy of flow of water, flow of emotions, flow of prosperity. Yes, it's just such a beautiful energy. All right, so let's go to the tarot. Let's get some more details about all of this and how you can bring this flow of fulfillment and prosperity into your life even more so. Yes, so look at right now in your present energy, you have the victim mentality. Okay, kind of like feeling, you know, to me, this is really a sense of not having a sense of flow, because you see how the water is flowing here with that kind of like cascading water coming through the picture or the window, whatever that is there, right? It's kind of understanding that you're not experiencing this flow. This could even be the flow of creativity in your work, the flow of connections, the flow of emotions, and a sense of fulfillment, feeling as if you can't have that with the work that you are doing, or you're not experiencing that deeper sense of emotional fulfillment and joy in your work. Yes, communication is key, and a win-win outcome is forecast. It's about bringing balance back into the connections that you experience in your career and money sector. So this is, once again, customers, clients, employees, bosses, but it's also about understanding that the connections that you have in your money sector can be about your home. So in your neighborhood, in the community that you live in, with the people that you live with, even your extended family, understanding that you're looking for a greater sense of flow in those connections. For some of you, you could even feel a little bit cut off, kind of alone at this time, feeling as if nobody perhaps understands some of the choices that you are wanting to make in your career and money sector. So feeling as if you're not getting the emotional support that you're wanting, or perhaps not even getting the emotional support of the people that you deal with on a daily basis, not being recognized by your boss, not feeling supported by your coworkers, and you know, the projects that you are wanting to work on, or even with your clients and customers, feeling as if they're not supporting what you are offering at this time. Yes, because, you know, I'm going to skip ahead. Your advice here is concentrating on difficult endings, okay? Concentrating on bringing things to an end. so that you can have more joy, a sense of fulfillment, prosperity in your career and money sector. Understanding that something has to come to an end so that you can get this greater sense of satisfaction, just a sense of being kind of like feeling like you are, it's not a sense of worthiness, but a sense that you are bringing a change in the world, okay, through your career and money sector. This sense that you feel like at this time, maybe you aren't changing things. It's almost like the sense of wanting to expand how you are touching the lives of others, and yet at the same time, feeling as if all the circumstances are against you, right? You may feel like you don't have enough time, money, energy, resources to expand yourself into a greater awareness or a greater ability to touch the lives of others. Yes. So let's go to the life purpose cards. Let's see how this is going to fit in with all of this, because you have this beautiful energy of the 10 of Cups underneath, right? So it's a beautiful energy of understanding that everything that you are really wanting and hoping for is available to you. It's about how do you unblock whatever is holding it back from you. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so you have the support card, right? So it says, your life purpose fully supports you. I feel as if you don't have the emotional support that you want from others, but understanding that you have the support within yourself to support what it is that you want to do, right? Like you could be kind of concerned. Nobody's supporting me. Nobody thinks my ideas are good. My boss doesn't recognize how hard I'm working. The people in my life think my career choice is not appropriate or something like that, and it's understanding that it's not about what others think. It's about how you are showing up in the sector, how you are showing up to your daily work. When we recognize what we have to offer, we no longer rely on other people recognizing what we have. It's almost this energy of seeing your real skills, talents, gifts, creative ability, and appreciating them will help to attract in other people that appreciate them. But it's almost this energy where you have to truly appreciate it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you already have. You may feel like, well, I need more education, I need more resources, I need more time, I need more energy. But understanding that you have that all available to you when you believe that you have it available to you. Wow, it's yes. And then you have sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Yes. Once again, I feel like you're being really sensitive to the outside world, to how people are reacting to what you are doing or wanting to share with the world. And when you are able to not give that, it's not that you want to turn off your sensitivity, it's perhaps realigning to what it is that you want for yourself, the way that you see yourself, so that you're not overwhelmed by the support or the lack of support from others. It's not about turning off your sensitivity, because I feel like, there is something here about going deep and understanding why your sensitivity to how other people are reacting to how you are showing up in your daily life, why that is affecting you so much. Perhaps it is something about since childhood, you haven't truly been recognized for your gifts and talents, right? It's perhaps about going back and understanding, okay, this is something I need to heal, instead of turning off my sensitivity, understanding that it could be triggering something inside of you in order to heal. Why is it so important to be validated by other people in your life? This is really an energy of understanding that when you look at that, when you heal that, right? And healing it really just means allowing yourself to see why this is so important to you, why the validation of others or the emotional support of others is so important to you. Sometimes it's because we don't trust ourselves to have what it takes to bring in the success that we're looking for, right? Sometimes it's not believing in ourselves. So it's kind of like, well, if others believe in me, then I can believe in me. But it's understanding that when you believe in yourself, it's like your confidence, your energy level increases. You go to a higher vibration, and then you attract in other people that are supporting you. Yes, because I feel like with the Page of Wands, you're learning something new about yourself. You're seeing the world and the way that you show up in the world a little bit differently. And it's not about necessarily completely changing your whole life. It's changing your mindset. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone. It's very much, Gemini had somewhat of a similar reading, understanding that you're on the precipice of some big change in your life, but it's almost as if you don't believe that you have what it takes to be in this spotlight, to go to this next level. So you're literally blocking it, okay? Because it's kind of like you want validation that you're ready for the next level. So in the Gemini reading, I shared that I used to be, I still am, very involved in children's musical theater. And of course, I'm not a child, so that means I'm behind stage. And one of my favorite things to do was to be in the wings and, to help students, feed a line if needed, or, give them a little hug before they go out, or whatever was necessary to boost their confidence so that they could be at their highest level while they were out on the stage and really enjoy the process, right? And one of the things is that, during practice, kids get out on the stage and they're fine being themselves and everything. But then all of a sudden the audience is there, and it's a totally different thing. And sometimes students that did great during practice would have stage fright behind stage, and it'd be their turn to go out onto the stage and they'd be like, no, I don't think I can do it, right? I feel like you're almost like that. And so it's like you're looking for emotional support around you to give you a hug, to tell you you're going to be great, to go on out there. But let's think about it. You're not a little child anymore. You're an adult. It's understanding that you are stepping into this energy of supporting yourself, giving yourself that little hug, that little burst of encouragement to go out there. But perhaps when you were a child, you really wanted somebody behind stage to give you a hug and tell you you're ready. And yes, you're there you go. You're good. You're good to go. You didn't get the encouragement as a child. And therefore, you don't have this sense of being able to encourage yourself. Wow, really powerful, because I think looking at this, taking the deep dive about why you want others to support you in what you're doing is helping you to understand the conditioning that brought you to this point, and then being able to step into, okay, I don't have to have everybody on board. All I have to do is believe in myself, right? And then I can go out on stage without, it's not that you might not want still some encouragement, but you won't need it because you'll truly believe in yourself. Oh, look at this. Yes, because here's your area of resistance, your obstacle, taking the steps to show the world the real you. Right? Stepping into this sense of spotlight, of not being in the shadows anymore, not being off stage, right? Behind the curtain. You're kind of coming out into the forefront. But it's almost, again, once again, it's kind of like, yes, but I want to know that I'm going to be successful. I want to know that when I finish my performance on stage, everybody's going to clap, right? I want to know I'm going to shine when I'm on stage and not mess up my lines or come in on the wrong side of the stage or whatever it is, right? And it's not the stage, it's just a metaphor for whatever it is that you're trying to do here. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, you have the Page of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. Understanding, I feel like that for a long time, because these are reversed, so it's the opposite. You're wanting something to last a long time. This is really kind of interesting. Let's go back. Let's go back to pretending that you're going to be on stage, okay? But let's take you to the adult years. And it's kind of like, say you are showing up to audition for a Broadway show, okay? But it's almost as if you only want to, say you get the part, say you even get the part, but you're not taking the part, or you're choosing not to audition for a part because you want to know, will the show last for a long time? Will it bring me happiness and success for a long time? And the truth of the matter is, nobody knows whether a Broadway show is going to be a hit or not. Everybody hopes it's going to be a hit, but nobody knows. It's this energy of not wanting to put yourself like in the show, in a job, in a career, in a situation in your life that isn't going to last long term. And I feel like that's because, let's go back to this Ten of Swords, you may have chosen to take a certain path at one time and it ended. It ended before you were ready for it to end, right? The Ten of Swords is a very difficult ending. You could have started your own job, your own business, and then it ended much sooner than you wanted it to. You could have taken a job and then 6 months later you were let go, right? You could have chosen a certain career and then you got into it and you realized it was not for you, or because of some economic reason or something going on in the world, suddenly your career was obsolete. Things like that happen. And it's like, okay, well, I want to go in a new direction. Page of Wands, I'm inspired. I want to go in this new direction, but I don't want to really take any strong action. I don't want to put all of myself in this. I don't want to put my time, my energy, my love, my light, my love, my healing energy into anything unless I know it's going to last until I'm ready for it to come to an end. And so therefore, you're not taking action towards what it is that you truly want in your life. It's almost like not only do you want the people perhaps in your life, it could be that you're asking everybody, maybe you're up for a new job and you're asking everybody in your life, should I take this job? Who agrees? Should I take this new job, right? Instead of going in towards yourself and understanding, is this a job that I want? Is this going to make me happy, right? Yeah, it's really kind of interesting. It's almost like you want encouragement from the other people in your life. You want encouragement from the universe, but it's about stepping into when it is what you really and truly want. Going within, asking yourself, this is all about emotions. How do you feel about this situation? Say you get, the opportunity to be in the Broadway play. And you're not sure, oh my goodness, this could flop. This could have, 2 shows and the show closes. But understanding, okay, what experiences am I learning while I'm doing that? What connections am I making while we're practicing and getting ready for this show? Understanding that even if the show closes, right, that you have gained some experience, some knowledge, some wisdom, some greater sense of yourself and how the world works by having the experience. There's no time wasted unless you're just sitting and spinning your wheels, right? There's no time wasted in taking, going in a new direction, in taking up an opportunity. So let's take a look at what your advice is. Yeah, see, look at this. Surrender to the divine, the vast universe. There's something incredible that you are meant to do, to go in this new voyage, new adventure in your career and money sector. All you're doing is worrying about when it's going to end or if it's going to end. If you're focused on the ending, then that's what you're going to manifest, right? If you go into being in the Broadway play, but all you're thinking about is when is this play going to end, you're actually going to manifest the end, because you're going to show up on stage almost with that energy of, well, this could be the last show. instead of, oh my goodness, I'm going to stay in the present moment. I'm going to give this audience the best that I have and not worry about how they feel about my performance or what may happen because of my performance. In other words, I'm just going to get deep into my emotions and feelings. And I'm going to shine my light as brightly as I can in whatever this situation is for you. Yes, and you have this great opportunity to bring in the sense of the Queen of Pentacles, business savvy, home and hearth, financially stable, very grounded energy. But you're kind of like waiting on the opportunity instead of, I feel like you're worried about the competition. You're worried about if it's going to end instead of just showing up with your cup of love, going after what it is that your heart truly desires. Look at Knight of Swords, going after what your heart truly desires instead of almost like sitting there and waiting for the divine opportunity. It's kind of like you're leaving it all up to the universe. But when we leave it all up to the universe, then what are you doing? Right? The universe is kind of like, okay, Aquarius, you have to give us something. What is it that you really want? Are you taking action on it? Are you getting deep into your feelings of, yes, I just know this is going to work out for me? The positivity of this. Yes. Okay, so let's pull some business cards. So these are great if you, especially if you own your own business, but if you are dealing with clients or customers in any way, or if you are even kind of like wanting to start a side business of some sort. Yeah. So you have Muse. Take time away from the daily hustle. Give yourself quiet time to nurture, in nature to muse. Create space for your creativity and fresh ideas will flow. Yeah, I think part of this is that you are so stuck on how much money is my idea going to make that you're cutting off the creative flow of great ideas, right? It's kind of like, I have one son and we love to sit around and kind of just like come up with ideas. We love to brainstorm ideas, right? Ideas for projects, ideas for inventions, just ideas, right? But one of the things that I have even found with that is that when we are concentrating on, hey, what's a great way to get rich quick, right? I mean, we all do that every once in a while. How can we make a lot of money, right? It's kind of like there's no ideas. There's like no ideas. I mean, we may come up with some crazy ideas, but we just know that's just not the way it's going to happen. I feel like maybe you have had this little bit of energy of concentrating on how you can make money instead of what you can create, right? When you get into your energy of creating from your heart, you're going to create the idea that will also bring you the money. It's like you're focusing on the money aspect of it, the long-term aspect of it, instead of what does my heart desire to create today? That's really kind of interesting. Just taking time to perhaps brainstorm just ideas that you would like to bring into fruition, right? And not worrying about how much money they'll make. Same thing with just spending time creating, very much a divine feminine energy of just creating and not worrying about producing anything or producing anything that'll make money. Just kind of like what joy would your heart like to have, through your creativity, painting or cooking or pottery, whatever it is that you just totally enjoy, just for the pure pleasure of it. Yeah, there's something here about your focus on money or how long the money will last, okay? How long the Broadway show will be, a hit. It's kind of like looking at that is actually shutting down your creativity. And because of that, it's also shutting down your own support for yourself. Really interesting. All right, let's pull a creativity oracle card for you. very kind of a deeper reading there, Aquarius. Really lovely energy. Okay, so let's pull a creativity oracle card for you. And I do personal readings, Aquarius, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Share. To help you make progress, it's a good idea to share what you have and what you care about. That is very much the flow, okay? Understanding that what it is that you want to create or how you feel about what you are putting out there. Sharing a little bit of yourself with your clients, your customers, your coworkers, right? Building that rapport with them, not just asking them questions about them, okay, which is good, but also sharing a little bit about yourself will help to build a greater flow of energy, right? This greater sense of connections that I think you are craving, instead of saying, I don't have the time and energy to connect with my clients, customers, employees, you know, the people in my life. I don't have time for that. I have to worry about making the money, right? Or where you're putting your time and energy, just allowing yourself to kind of like soften that just a little bit. I'm not saying that you turn your back completely on that. It's about balancing it out, balancing out the time that you are putting into making money, or the energy that you are putting into making money, but also understanding that there is a need here for creativity, for connections with the people that are in your daily life. Really beautiful energy, that sense of bringing balance between the practical and the spiritual. Understanding that we all need that balance. Yeah, because you have the win-win. Okay, I think the win-win is balancing out the practical side of business, okay, career, job, money, all right, with the spiritual, which is, you know, pleasure and play, your connections with others, your responsibility to others, and your responsibility to our planet. Wow, beautiful energy. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really does help to get my message out to more people, and I really appreciate your support. And I look forward to seeing you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.